Morning, everybody. Nice to see your bright, smiling faces. Hopefully, my glasses always look crooked whenever I do these videos. How's everyone doing today? I know I'm streaming live at 5 in the morning. I was streaming some games earlier on Twitch, which went really well because I gained 3 new followers. So that's a good thing right there. And I know it says that there's one person watching, and I do believe it's myself. So yes, once again, here I am streaming to YouTube, doing my thing. Um, yeah, so once again, I'm back streaming this stuff again and trying out new stuff and new. Moving the camera just a little bit. I'm always constantly changing the camera angles and stuff like that. Okay, that looks good actually. Um, so more random stuff that I talk about. I don't really share any of my Twitch stuff to YouTube because I figured that's on Twitch. On YouTube, I do appreciate the views and the likes and everything like that. That was fantastic. I'm getting some good watch time hours in now. So since I start streaming live, I can actually get. Oh, sorry, the camera was a little crooked. There we go. Since I started streaming live, I now get like an hour or two of watch time every day that I do this. So how did I do for what, 4,000 more days? It's ridiculous. I got to get 1,000 subs and I got to get 4,000 hours just to get anything. You'll have to let me know how this audio sounds and all that kind of stuff. I know most people are probably not going to be watching me at 5 in the morning. I realize this. I'm a night person. I do this all the time. I'm up at this time. I'm hoping for later today that a friend of mine is going to probably be coming over to the house to hang out with this kid and everything. So what we're probably going to end up doing is live streaming either on here or on Twitch. We'll stream, I think, like a game that's like split screen. So we'll probably do Borderlands, or we might even do something like Spyro. Or no, because this is an adult only channel as well. So yeah, I'll probably end up doing Borderlands 3 with him. We'll see like what happens with that afterwards. You see this stuff in the background. That's just my kid, and then this is my Red Dead Redemption 2 stuff right here. On this video here, I'm not able to zoom in on the camera, so you get the full view of me and my prettiness. I don't have super chat as of yet because once again I need to get 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours, and so far we're at 77, which is good. So things are happening positively on the Facebook side of things. On my Facebook gaming page that I created, that is actually gotten 36 followers, and I need 100, I think, to get to be able to put a subscription box on there so people can pay for subscriptions. I do believe though that I have to tone down my language maybe and just stick to my Call of Duty or something like that, because every time I play Witcher 3, it tends to be a lot more violent and people getting their heads chopped off and all that kind of stuff. And I think that prevents me from actually having like it sets it up so that it's like I meet every checkbox to be able to be monetized or to be affiliated with Facebook for my live game streaming. But the problem is that I have two things left. I need 100 followers at least minimum, and I need to be able to follow the guidelines. But the problem is when you read the guidelines, they're so vague. You don't even know what they are. All it does is just say no sexual content, da 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 da. But it doesn't define it. Like, I can understand like if it's somebody trying to live stream some weird adult thing on there, but I'm playing video games, so all my games are going to be violent anyway. I mean, I'm playing The Witcher 3. That one is crazy violent. And I've seen other people play like The Witcher 3 on there. Now, granted, when it got to the really gory scene or whatnot, they would click off the screen, but keep the little video on there and they would describe it to people. And maybe that's what I have to do on my videos is I have to just set it up so that when it does come up to one of those explicit scenes, I just kill the camera for a minute on the screen and then, wait for the scene to get done and then bring the camera back up again. I got to figure out how to do that properly because I don't have on my streaming setup, as you can see, I don't have I can have the ability to have hotkeys and everything, but I don't have the Elgato Stream Deck. If that's one of my goals, I've mentioned in a video or two before that one of my goals was to get a Stream Deck because that thing is programmable, so that if I'm actually doing something like this and I wanted to show, say, like a video, and I could go, and I'm referring to a game, like every time I say Witcher 3, I could just press a button and then the video of the game pops up of my gameplay. That would be awesome to be able to do. But right now I'm streaming this through the actual YouTube studio through Google Chrome, as opposed to using my Streamlabs software. So it's not too bad. It's actually working really good. It recognizes my Logitech camera and my Blue Yeti microphone that I keep out of sight over there. I turned the gain up pretty much loud, so I can lean back and talk to you like this, and I'm getting some of the best audio that I've ever gotten on my stream. But with that being said, I would like to be able to stream some of my gameplay to my YouTube channel. I'm thinking I might have to like restart my Streamlabs, and then when it asks me to log in, I just set it up so that it's simultaneously streaming to YouTube and to the Facebook page. So I'm thinking, my schedule wise, I'm thinking I'll do like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll do Twitch. And I think Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday, I will do YouTube and Facebook. So Facebook's going to be every day of the week. But I think what I'll end up doing that is like every other day, I'll be doing live stream to my Twitch channel and then do a live stream to my YouTube channel. Right now, this is still the transition phase, so that's why I'm here at 5 o'clock in the morning talking with myself or you guys that will watch this video later. I'm just giving you daily information on what's going on with my stuff. Like I said, I'm doing different formats of everything. Sorry, my hair. I hate that I'm losing my hair. Anyway, I'm doing different formats of things. I'm doing a little more live streaming. I'm getting more comfortable in front of the camera and the microphone. It's one of those things that you do. The more you do it, the better you get at it. And so, as you can tell, my videos are getting a lot more comfortable and all that kind of stuff. If you're seeing these videos for the first time, because I'm gonna actually take all these videos and put them into I have a playlist of all my live videos. I'm going to put that into my playlist. And so if you're new to this channel and you're watching this, first of all, thank you very much for watching. Make sure that you click on the like button. Make sure you click that subscribe button and click that bell. Facebook tends to track all your likes, your watch time, and your subs. So that's the thing that's going to get me to build this channel, is the more people end up clicking like and following and everything, that's going to help out this tremendously. Because when you help out this channel improves. I know I say it a lot, but it does. It's going to improve because it'll enable me to get things like the Stream Deck and get the Canon EOS EOS R is what if I'm saying that right. That's the camera that I'm ultimately wanting to get, because then I can get that 4K camera, and I can maybe upgrade this computer to like a 4K computer. I can give this computer to my wife so she has something to use. And then for myself, I can get a wider screen laptop that's like 4K and it's got tons of memory, and get the 4K capture card, and just up the ante a little bit and get the 4K camera, and then I can really, really start having some good stuff. But this is all stuff in the future. It's going to happen. I've dedicated myself to doing this full time, and I'm actually enjoying it. I'm not running out of content. I'm actually making good content. I will still do regular videos on YouTube. Lately, I know these are all the live broadcasts and stuff that I'm doing on here. It's just something new that I'm trying. Working on making myself more comfortable in front of the camera. I didn't do any live stream. I did brief live streaming last night. It was really short. The one thing that happened with my, I was doing a live stream of Call of Duty tonight and on Twitch, and what ended up happening is I had what is called the green screen of death. And essentially, because I'm in the insider program for Microsoft Windows, it encountered a problem because of my third-party software, which was Streamlabs or Discord, somehow caused an issue. And then the computer decided it needed to analyze the problem, and then it was going to restart, but it sat for like good 5-10 minutes and didn't restart. So I did the little QR code that it gave me, and troubleshooted it, and finally got the computer back up and running, so you all can see this beautiful live video of me at 5 o'clock in the morning just talking about random stuff that I normally talk about. So this is what happens when you're a night owl. You just kind of spend your nights awake doing nothing, and usually I'm playing video games and stuff like that. But all my video game playing that I've been doing lately has been on my stream, and the two games that I play all the time are Call of Duty and The Witcher 3. And I actually had to turn off The Witcher 3 earlier tonight because I'm in an area where I got to fight a giant troll, and it just pisses me off because I'm not leveled up enough, so my weapons aren't strong enough to take it on, and I keep dying. So rather than scream at the computer, I just decided that I was going to quit playing that and start playing some Call of Duty. And I actually ended up getting 78 kills and only 64 deaths, and that's like my best I've ever done. And all I did was change my scope and everything on my assault rifle, and I was just nailing it. It was a good match, actually. And that's how I got my three viewers. I had a couple of guys come on and say, "Hey, found you on here randomly and enjoyed watching you play." And they're telling me what my weapon loadout should be for that certain map and all that. I tried a couple of different maps. It was a good time. I didn't get too. I got frustrated in the beginning because, to me, it's cheating when you have the riot shield and a pistol, and all you do is run around and smack people and melee kill them the whole time. And it's frustrating because you can't get past the riot shield unless you get them from behind or you throw a grenade at their feet. That's the only way you can get them out from that riot shield. Otherwise, they just dominate you every single time. And to me, that's just cheating. Or they get like a rocket launcher. Like, who needs a rocket launcher on a small map like Shipment? I mean, if you've played Call of Duty Modern Warfare, you know what I'm talking about. Shipment is a small map, and people are using they're using Molotov cocktails and rocket launchers. And it's like, it's overkill, basically. But you know what? They're playing the game the way they want to play, so that's all up to them. So kudos to them. And you'll see me when I do play. I have my not this headset, but I have my Turtle Beach headset that I play with, and I also use the the Elite Series 2 controller. I don't know if you can see that really well, but and then we get it in the light. Yep, there it is. There's the back of it in case you want to see the back of it. So I use that controller along with the Turtle Beach 420X Stealth headset, but I don't put the mic in, so I'm not actually talking to the people that I'm playing with. I probably should, because I am playing a multiplayer game and I have to go, okay, they're left, or right, and I might get actual directions on where enemies are. But I'm doing pretty good for not actually giving directions. Other than that, I mean, I've been having lots of fun with that. Like I said, I got mad in the beginning of the game because it was like the same person killed me like 8 times in a row, because he knows where all the spawn spots are on the map, and he's got the riot shield. And as soon as I spawn, bam, he hits me. And I'm like, come on. It's either a spawn camper or it's a camper. And there was a lot in that game. And the spawn camper is somebody who actually the spawn camper actually sits there and waits where the person spawns at, and then kills the person right then and there in the game. And then the camper is the person who just sits behind a corner or a little door or whatnot, and is either laying prone on the ground, or he's crouched behind something, and he pops up, snipes you, pops right back down again. And he or she never moves off of that point in the map. They just pop up, shoot, pop down. Or if they're lying prone, they just pop you. Those are just a few of the things that annoy me in multiplayer games. I'm doing a lot more multiplayer games. Maybe I should do like Grand Theft Auto 5 on my YouTube channel, like do that online game on here and see how well that takes off. Because this is, like I said, this is an adult channel. So let me zoom in. I'm just trying to find a spot for my feet that's comfortable. Most people are what was I talking about? Oh yeah, multiplayer games. I didn't usually play a lot of multiplayer games because I always got fed up with a lot of the stuff I talk about right now, where I spawn and I get killed, and with the one, there's a couple of maps on Call of Duty Modern Warfare that are set up that way. Like Shipment is one of them, because it's literally it's all corners and little hidey holes and stuff on that map. So it's a very small map, and they got it's a 6-on-6 map, so it's really tight, really fast. And then so the spawn points are crazy because they'll spawn you right in the middle of a firefight, and that's frustrating. But then you have like another map that's called Ground War, and it's just a huge map, and your whole point is you fight for each objective. So you go to the one objective and you wait the timer so that it gives you the credit for getting the objective, and you either defend it or you move on to the next objective. And the whole point is to capture all these objectives. And if you capture all of them, you get the option to set off a nuke and then kill everybody off. Or you can just you capture the objectives and you kill the opponents. But it's a large map, and it's a team of like 12. It's like 12 on 12. So it's just a huge thing. I used to play it all the time, but the thing is when you're playing it, you're like running from point A to point B, and you really got to watch your radar to make sure that you know what you're actually where those enemies are at. But that's where the campers actually hide, is they'll be up in a building on a ledge or something with that sniper rifle and just wait for you to walk by and pop. There you go. So that's where the campers are mostly at. But I used to play that a lot, and my kill death ratio was horrible on that because I'd only get 4 or 5 kills. And then I started playing with friends from Twitch online, and they would always pick Shipment, or they'd always pick what's the other one? Gunfight and stuff like that. And there's a map that's a little bit bigger than Shipment, and it's basically just capturing its domination map, and that's all you do is capture A, B, or C, and that's pretty much it. And it's a mid-sized map, and that one's even difficult, and my kills don't go up. And then I started saying, well, I don't know what shipment is. And then at first it was really difficult for me because it was like I said, a tight map, very, very chaotic. You have to be really quick and snappy on the control. So I took this controller and I tightened the thumbsticks up on it, and then I tightened the triggers up on it, and now this thing like works beautifully. Like I said, one of the games I got 76 kills and like only died like 60 something times. I took a screenshot of it and threw it up on my Xbox profile because I was just like, holy God, that's like the best game that I've had. But other than that, I mean, I like I said, trying to play The Witcher, I get to a point where I get frustrated and I have to put the thing down. But I'm also looking at maybe playing something new on there. So maybe here on YouTube I can do Skyrim live, and I can play that. That would work out really good for a live stream. Is say on tomorrow night, actually Sunday night or later tonight. I think I can, no, because later today I'm gonna, if my friend Tom comes over, I'm gonna see if I can do a live stream with him, and it should actually work out really, really well. Because I think what it will do is I'll take this microphone, and right now I have it set on Cardioid, is I think what it is, because this is a condenser microphone, so it has multiple settings. Oh, sorry about bumping try to put my feet there and it made the camera weird. Okay, anyway, it's set up so that it only captures the sound that I'm speaking directly at it right now. Now I can set it so that it takes it from the front of the microphone and the back of the microphone, and that's probably what I'll end up doing. Welcome there, viewer. Good morning. We're talking random stuff here, and we're talking about my microphone, how I'm going to do a setup tomorrow, later on today for my next live stream. And I think I'm going to live stream it to YouTube, and I'm going to probably end up doing something like Borderlands 3 because it's split screen, and it should end up fairly well. Like I said, I'll set the microphone up in the middle between the two of us playing, and then I'll have some sort of stand that'll be right. I'll have to figure out how I'll have to do the camera, because I'm going to try to do is I can have multicams. I think in Streamlabs, I could take the Logitech camera and I can have it on me, and then I could take, welcome viewer. Good morning, folks. You're watching my live stream. For some reason, you're not showing up in here on chat or whatnot. But we're talking about my setup that I'm going to do a little bit later today on my stream that I'm going to do. Hopefully, if my friend shows up, like I said, take the Logitech cam and I'm going to have it on me, and I'll use Streamlabs to do this because I can add multi-cams, and then I'll have the Logitech on him, and then I'll have the PC camera set on me, so that way I can have the two cameras will be in here in the bottom corners, like right about here, one right here and one right here. And then we'll have like Borderlands 3 playing on split screen in the middle. So that way we'll have a good little time of playing some multiplayer on there, and we'll get his character put up and all that kind of thing. If you're new to this channel and you're new to watching this live stream, make sure you click on that subscribe button and click that notification bell, because that'll let you know when I go live or whatnot. These videos are going to be put into a playlist of all my live videos. This is just a new format that I'm trying out in case you're new here and you're not knowing what's going on with this channel. I hope the audio sounds good to you folks. One of the things I work on a lot is my audio and making sure that sounds all nice and good. And we're trying to do, since I've decided that I'm going full time with my game streaming, both on YouTube, well, my talking head stuff on YouTube, making videos for YouTube, and my streaming for Twitch. I also have a live streaming page on my Facebook that I created, where you can also go and watch all my gameplay videos. Also, I set up. I'm going to be starting a podcast here soon. I'm working on the format of what I'm going to do for the podcast and how I'm going to distribute the said podcast, because the podcast is going to be similar to what this setup is right here. So technically, I guess this could be a podcast if you really want to get down to the nitty gritty of it. So weird. Normally, you get a list of what people are actually watching, and I don't have an idea of who's here and who's not. But you know what? I welcome you. I see there's 3 of you watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, because YouTube tracks the thumbs up button and the watching and all that kind of stuff. Yes, this stream is early in the morning. I am a night person, so I'm pretty much up all night. Most of my night consists of the first half of my night. I usually stream on Twitch. So as I'm streaming on Twitch, I'm actually playing. Like I said earlier in this video, I play Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, and I've been playing a lot of The Witcher 3. But I also have a lot of. Oh, thank you, you two, for letting me know that I'm live. Hi, Amy. It's been a while. Thank you for watching my early morning stream. We're just chatting about random things. How are you doing there today? I don't know if you subscribe or not to my channel, but if you want to, you can go ahead and do that, where I'm working on my affiliation with this YouTube stuff. I keep repeating it a lot, but I need like 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours. And I figure if I do live stream, I'd have to live stream for approximately 2 hours a day for 2,000 days. I guess is what it is. So there is that. But yeah, Amy is one of my friends that I went to in high school and all that kind of stuff. So welcome and thanks for stopping by and saying hi. I've been up pretty much all night. I don't know how. I'll probably go for another half hour here on just random talking. So if you have a subject you want me to talk about, let me know in the chat, and I'll do it. I don't have any super chats as of yet, so that's coming. And I was saying that I streamed my first half on Twitch for my first half, but right in the middle of that Twitch, I was explaining earlier. I don't know if you've heard, but I was right in the middle of streaming my Call of Duty game, and then my computer decided to give me the green screen of death. And it's like, your Insider Windows program has encountered an error. So now we're going to analyze it and we'll get back to you shortly. And I'm like, oh no. So I scanned the little QR code that they gave me in the bottom of the screen, and then I just went and restarted the computer the way they told me to, and then whoop, everything works fine now. So crossed fingers that my stream doesn't get cut off halfway through because of some weird obscure thing. Because I was watching my friend Graham Elwood talk, and he made a joke about a politician. Oh, thank you for subscribing there, Amy. And yeah, I understand, like, you're drinking coffee and I'm over here drinking my Jack Daniels and 7-Up, or Sprite rather. Like I've been going pretty much all night. I'll be hitting the bed in about another hour or two and sleeping for a good 3 or 4 hours, and then I'll wake up and then hopefully my friend Tom will come over, and then I'll probably pop back on here again. But I think what we're going to end up doing is we're going to stream a game on here. And I was just talking about how to set up I was going to have my camera set up, because like I said, I got the one ring light. So I got to figure out another light source for Tom. Hopefully it'll be during the day, so these blinds in the back you see will be open. But then again, it's supposed to be raining tomorrow, so I don't know. I've changed all of my social media stuff to Cannon Fodder 691. So like if you Google that name, or if you Bing that name, whatever search engine you use, it should come up with my Facebook gaming page. It should also come up with my YouTube is my last name, because if I can get up to, I think it's 100 subscribers, I get to change my URL to a custom URL, and I'm going to change it to Cannon Fodder 691. So that way it's all over YouTube, over Twitch, and over my Facebook gaming page. And you'll be able to just type in Cannon Fodder, and then it should pop up with all that neat little stuff. And I'm still new to this whole thing of streaming. I've made the decision to go full time. I said it probably numerous times. But I do know that if Tom does play, I'm going to end up using this controller, this beauty. I love this controller. This is my daily driver. It's my Elite Series 2. I made a video about it because it's got detachable thumb. You could take out the thumbstick and then adjust how tight it is. You could take off this D-pad, so you can change that. It also, let me put that back on. It also, on the back, I don't know if you can see it well enough from right here, but you have these little toggle switches, and you could set it to your normal travel right here, and then you could go medium, and then it goes like halfway, and then you set it all the way to the bottom, and it's really tight. So when I'm playing those multiplayer shooters, I have this set tight. So like my scope is here, and then I have my my fire right here, and it's just boom, 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 boom. And then I tighten up the thumbsticks back to the 360 days, so it feels they feel really nice and tight. But this is a sweet little controller. I know there's a good shot of it right there. So, but it's a pretty penny. I think it was $179 for the controller, but it's built tough. It's got the rubberized grips are all the way around the controller, as you can see right here. So you got that textured grip that's really nice. It's built nice and heavy and sturdy. And this controller will last me about a year to year and a half, where if I get one of my white controllers, I can't really reach it right now, but my daughter has gotten a hold of that controller, and it's been stickerfied. And what I mean by you probably know what I mean by stickerfied. It's my daughter, she's 4 years old, and she's into stickers right now. So every time she gets stickers from a magazine or gets stickers from, oh, my light went down. That's my TV in the background behind me dimmed. So give me a second here. There. Ooh, don't get too dizzy with the light. All right. I just got a new ring light, so I'm experimenting with my lighting and seeing how well I can get it to go. So there we go. Now it's a little bit brighter. I love it. It's got like a little it's got 3 different settings on there for the brightness and everything. So it's like I can go really like oversaturated bright, which is probably what it almost looks like right now. So I'm real finicky when it comes to how my lighting and all that is. So that gets really bright, and then I can just take it down a notch or two. So I take it down to there. Oh, like there, just completely off. Sorry. See, I hit the wrong button. I completely turned the light off. So that's that light right there. But then I have this is the more natural light. Then I have like this really like yellow kind of light, which to me it looks weird. and then I have like the regular LED light that's bright white, and I don't like that. So I tend to get the one that's right in between, and then now I've got the lighting set up perfectly square. So, like I said, thank you for joining me with your morning cup of coffee. It's not normally I go on at this time at night, or night for me, but morning for everybody else. But it's been fun. I was telling everybody earlier, I got technically you're my 7th subscriber follower today, Amy. I believe, because if I see this right, I picked up 3 followers on my Twitch channel tonight, and then for my my Facebook gaming page, I picked up 3 more followers there. So I'm at 36 on Facebook, and I'm at 18 on Twitch. I think your sub didn't quite go through in a as of yet, so it'll probably show up. It'll show up later. Sometimes it takes YouTube a full day for some notification to show up, but my YouTube stuff tends to work better when I go through Google Chrome, or as opposed to going through the Microsoft web browser. So, and I got to figure out how I can, because I'm only using the one computer. I want to figure out how I could do something like I have like the Sims 4. Or no, actually I have Sim City, and I want to see if I can do Sim City, like a live stream of that with the camera and the gameplay. And be able to see what my chat and all that stuff is, because Streamlabs claims they have this thing called a game overlay. So if I am playing like the Sim City, I can overlay my chat and all that stuff on my computer screen as I'm playing. But I know I have Sim City Sims 4 on my well, welcome there, viewer. I have Sims 4 on my Xbox, and it's difficult to control the Sims on that with a controller. It's for me, the Sims has always been a game that I had to play with a mouse and keyboard, and that's mainly just because of the way that you have to manipulate the camera and zoom in and zoom out, and where you're going to place what furniture, how you're going to build this wall, how you're going to take this wall down, where you're going to build a swimming pool that all the Sims climb in, take the ladder out, stuff like that. It's better played with a mouse and keyboard. In order to get the Sims 4 up and running on my laptop, though, I've got to pay for my EA Origins, because I have the game downloaded, but it's just not. It's not. I don't have it actually set up, because I have the EA access on my Xbox, but not on my PC. So anyway, the other game that I was thinking about streaming that would be really good that I actually have on my PC and my Xbox is Stellaris, because that's another one of those games that I was talking about this subject yesterday on live here. Stellaris is one of those games where it's not like a shooter or an RPG. It's more of a strategy kind of game. So it's almost like a StarCraft kind of thing. So that would be good for game streaming, because you can play it for a long time, and you can, as you're playing it, you can pause and you can look over at your chat, and then you can interact with the people that you're chatting with, much like I am right here, right now with all of you. Or rather the one of you, because one person watch right now is technically me. I don't know why YouTube sets it up that way, but yeah, so there's that. Sorry, I tend to check my phone every time I get a notification. Oh, okay. That was just that. All righty. So Streamlabs has set up. Oh, welcome. Streamlabs has set it up so that I could do multi-stream, and what that means is I could do something like I'm doing right now, where I'm streaming here on YouTube, but I can also stream. I could also stream this on Facebook as well. But the way I set it up so that my Twitch account is linked up to my Facebook account. So, well, we're having somebody pop in and take a look and see what I'm talking about, and then pop back out again. So, that's fine. It's gaining views, which is fantastic. Um, my goal is to grow this channel, and my channel grows with people like you who are popping in and popping out, who are viewing. It may be for you, it may not be for you. I've been doing a lot more just random stuff now, talking on YouTube. I've been talking straight for 40 minutes, and I still don't feel tired as of yet. But that is me. Oh, down to one. Down to one. That's okay. I still appreciate every person that pops in and says, "Hey, what's up?" and hits that sub. It is what it is. I'm like I said, I'm just chatting away about random stuff, and that's pretty much all I do, is just sit here and talk. I mean, I'm trying out new things. Some new, some old. Everything's processing. Welcome. What would you folks like to talk about this morning? Welcome. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub button, hit that like button, make sure you click that bell. We're growing this channel one subscriber at a time. That's how you do it. You just grow it one at a time. I've been talking about my camera setup, my setup I plan on doing today for another live stream that I plan on doing with a friend, if he shows. It all depends on everything, on various factors and everything, but hopefully the cloudy, rainy weather won't put a damper on our stream, and we can do something like we might do like Borderlands 3, because that's a great game. I think it'd be good for streaming purposes, because you could do split screen, and I could have my friend pop in and pop out, and do a little co-stream action going on. Maybe we can get two cameras up and running, because I do have a DSLR camera that I can hook up to this computer and make it run, and hopefully that we'll get that going. I'm just trying to also find the right time that I need to do this streaming, and I know I'm doing this at, what time is it now? Like 6 in the morning? Almost 6 o'clock in the morning. Most of you are just waking up, having your first cup of coffee, and maybe reading the newspaper. I don't know if people still read the newspaper or not. Well, and listening to me just ramble away as I check my numbers. Oh. Yeah. Let me Thank you, Amy. I will definitely. I'm definitely gonna subscribe to your. Oh, cool. Yeah, maybe he and I could work together, and then I could do some stuff. Give me a second. I'm subbing to a friend's husband's page. And we're gonna go from there because he has a YouTube channel that he wants to do as well as mine. Oh, I hear my child in the background. Okay, I'll keep that in mind too. So I've now nice. I've subscribed to. I don't know, Amy, if you're still on. I subscribed to your husband's YouTube channel, and I will definitely follow him on my Xbox. I think I can do that right now. So if you give me a moment, I'll turn on. Okay. And if I go into find someone, I think I already have you on Xbox, but I will see. So if you forgive me, I'm leaning over my computer to type in. I'm typing in his name. I need an underscore. Okay. So he has 144 followers. Oh, man, I found him and then I lost it again. Oh, that's always fun when you're typing in a name and then you accidentally back out too much. That was my mistake. All right. All right, and it added him. So he is added. He's got a pretty good. Let's look at his full profile page. Huh. You know what? I might have the wrong Angry Vet person. I think the easiest way is hmm. That I think is the wrong person, maybe. Let me add you here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna add you. I think if I don't already have you already. Yeah, I do have you on here already. So I'll go on your friends list. Yeah. So those of you who are watching, you're just probably watching me and my friend. Okay, so if I go to your social and I go to following and friends. Oh no, that is him. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I did add him correctly. Whew, Facebook, 53 new notifications. Oh, the things we do. Yeah. All right. So I added him. I subscribed to him as well. So we're all good to go on all fronts there. There you go. Hope this isn't too boring for most people if you're watching. So primarily, this was a gaming channel. It's still going to be a gaming channel. I still love my video games and I still play my games. But it's changing a little slightly. It's becoming more live streaming, maybe one or two actual videos per week. But I'm really seriously considering taking my Skyrim gameplay, instead of just making little videos of them every once in a while. I'm gonna be making a live stream of it. So because I've been finding, I mentioned this in my last talking video, that as I'm playing Skyrim, it's hard to condense it into like a 5 to 10 minute video because there's so much stuff going on and so much I want to talk about why I'm doing what I'm doing, and a lot of it is just walking from one area to the next, and that plays out better on a live stream than it does for short form video, at least for me anyway, because I'm finding that the short form video stuff is more of like going to be like highlight reels for me. Like if I'm playing Call of Duty, or if I'm playing Battlefield 5, or if I'm playing Battlefield 1, or even if I'm playing like Spyro or something like that. That's more suited for me just doing a quick a quick 5 minute capture of the game, and just going talking about how Spyro was one of the first platformers that ever came out, and had one of the first games that actually had a hub world where you can go to different areas of the map. And I found that stuff out through my wife, and she's been pointing that out. That I got that game for her because she's the one that got me into the Lego games, because I have just about every Lego game known to mankind on my Xbox, and that's all due to the fact that my wife Wendy has got me into it. She started me off with Lego Star Wars, and she's like, "Well, you like Star Wars, you're gonna like Lego Star Wars." And then so I did. I ended up liking it. I just sorry, I have all these notifications going off on my PC right now. Now my NVIDIA driver is telling me that something about content creators with the new update with the graphics card. I'm pretty surprised that I get what I can get with this computer because it's only got a 1060 card, and it's 8th generation iCore 7, and I'd much rather go AMD. I think for my ideally what I want to set up in if I get enough people to hop on board with all of this stuff with my YouTube channel and everything. What I want to do is set it up so that I have a dedicated space, because like right now I'm in my living room, obviously. Well, not my living room, my mother-in-law's living room, obviously. And in order to do this setup, I just basically have a laptop, a ring light, and a microphone and a headset, and that's pretty much it, in a game capture card. But when I have to rotate this chair to face directly in front of the TV, and it's just a lot of little finagling around of everything. But what I plan on doing is getting building my own PC. And what I mean by that is I have in mind of once this channel takes off and grows, once my Twitch channel takes off and grows, and my Facebook gaming page takes off and grows. All this stuff is growing at the same time, and my podcast as well. All this stuff combined together, plus the fact that I sell my photos on Adobe Stock, and I'll be selling more photos. I got to go out this weekend or this week and take some more photos and sell them put them online. But I'm getting back into my photography as well. But all this stuff that I have planned is hopefully once it takes off, my wife won't have to work, and I won't. Well, ideally, I don't want to work anymore for anyone but myself. I know I've said I was going to do that, but I'm not going to turn down a job if a company calls me up on Monday and says, "Hey, we saw your resume. We want to hire you." Okay, fine. Yes, I'll go to work. But I'm still focusing on this. And my goal is to get into our own place and have a dedicated area for my YouTube and streaming setup. So what I mean by that is I'm going to get like a mid ATX tower, and I'm going to put I want to put an AMD Ryzen 9 chip in there. There's this new generation of chip that's got something like, I think it's like 16 cores and 32 threads or something like that. That's ideal for game streaming and stuff. That's the chipset I want. And then I'm going to chuck in something like 32 gigs of RAM so that I get a nice setup of RAM. Lots of hard drive space, because I'm going to need a scratch drive. I'm going to need a permanent storage drive, and then I'm going to need a drive that holds all my games and programs and stuff like that. And then I'm also going to I'm probably going to still keep using this Blue Yeti microphone, although I might switch to a Rode microphone. It's a little bit better, more designed for streaming, and a boom arm so that I can have the microphone just hanging like right above my head, and I won't have to wear these headphones so I can monitor my speech. Oh, thank you for the like. And I'm also going to have like a 2080 Ti card in the thing, so it's going to have a massive graphics card. It's going to have a couple monitors set up. I'm going to have my DSLR camera, because the way I envision it is I'm going to have my two DSLR cameras at two different angles. So I have one that's like more directly in front of me, and then I have like another one that's like on the side. So I have like the two different angles. So I can be playing the games and you can watch me directly like this, as I'm playing, and then I can click to the side, and then I can have like a computer capture screen, and I can have the camera off to the side, or have the camera off to the side watching me play the game, and then I can click on the stream deck, and it'll pop up directly in front when I want to talk to you like this. Excuse me. So that's in general what my goal and my plan is, and my dream setup. So that way I have it. It's all going to be beautiful. I mean, this computer does wonders. It works really, really well for what I need it to do, and how it does it. And I'm surprised that I'm able to use a laptop, and a simple laptop, microphone, and web camera, and a ring light, and I can stream. You don't really need all that much to be able to live stream. And talking with a friend just now, and her husband does YouTube stuff, and he wants to get to a level the same level, kind of like where I want to go at. And if we can help each other, then that's great. I don't mind doing co-streams. Those are some of the best times I have. I mean, if you find me on I believe my Discord, I set it up to be cannon fodder as well. So I believe, yeah. All right. Make sure those pets get fed. I mean, if you have pets in your house and they need to be fed, you make sure you feed them. Otherwise, if they're cats, you'll lose a limb. If it's a dog, he'll just kind of sit there and go, huh? But yeah, so I'm seeing if I believe my Discord, both, yeah. I believe I can send a link to my. I believe if you I am Cannon Fodder 691 on Discord, and that's how I do a lot of my live chatting and stuff as I'm playing games. Is a couple of my friends will pop up there on Discord, and we'll be chatting on Discord as I'm playing, because there was one. If you look, I don't know which video it is exactly on my Facebook gaming page. It's one of my earlier ones, like my second or third one, I think, where I'm playing Call of Duty, and we're playing gunfight, and it was a private match because we had, I think, we had like 4-on-5 or 5-on-5, and we were all chatting on Discord. And the mode that we were playing was, you'd start off with like a pistol, and then you would kill somebody, and then the gun would change to like a rifle, and then, or it would change to a sniper rifle, and then you kill them with the sniper rifle, then it would change to this one and this one and this one on down the line. And of course I had been drinking and playing, but I was having a good time. I'm one of those people that when I drink, I become happy. I'm not an angry person. I'm not a violent person, so that's always good. But as I was playing, I thought that I had my Discord connected to my Twitch stream, so that way I could have people listen in as I'm playing, because we were passing jokes back and forth, and I was laughing so hard that somebody, because we had 3 different people streaming the same gameplay. So I was streaming it live. Matty Paquette was streaming his live, and then Frackno was streaming his live. And people on Frackno's Twitch handle, they were laughing their asses off, because they were like, who is that laughing on your Discord that we hear all the time? Because when I play, you hear me going, oh, yelling and laughing and just having a good old time. And they were just like, well, who the hell is that that's laughing and having a great old time on that on that Discord and everything. Let me see if. All right, I'm gonna see if I can copy my link to my Discord and put it up on here. If you give me one momento. So let's go into my Discord. And I believe if I go to my page, click on this, I can click on invite people. So if I hit copy and then minimize this, go back into this, go on here, paste. All right, that should be my Discord channel if you want to join that. I don't know if that works or not. Let's click on it and find out. Always have to click on it. Okay. Yeah, it does work. All right, cool. I did something correct. So yeah, if anyone who's watching this in the future or watching it live right now, I do have a Discord channel. There is right there. So if you want to join me on Discord, so whenever I'm playing a game or whatever, you can do a live chat with me as I'm playing a game on there. Unless you're already a friend of mine on Xbox, and that's fine too. But ooh, my Twitch summary has come in. Stream duration 6 hours and 20 minutes. So that definitely was a long stream. Guess it just gathered the whole thing. Nice. Interesting. I just like watching numbers go up. It's just, for some reason, it just makes me happy. Now, if I could just find a way to get my Facebook page on link on there, it's I'm like I said, I'm still learning all this new stuff on how to do links and all this other thing. And close out this. All right, just closing out some windows. So yeah, we have 2 cats at our place. You don't see either one of them right now because they're sleeping in another room. We have a tiny little princess one that's Huckleberry. She's black and white, and she's really cute because if she lays curled up in a ball a certain way, the patterns on her body will form like a heart, which is kind of cool. And then we have a giant orange tabby that has become my cat because, well, I spent money on him. And I'm not talking about food or anything. We're talking about he had a problem where he was backed up and it caused a kidney infection, which caused a kidney failure, which caused him to be in the pet hospital for about a week. And it cost me a great deal of money. So he's my cat now. And if any of you pet owners know what I'm talking about. But I love that cat. He's a giant orange tabby. He's about 25 pounds, I think, is what we weighed him at. I'm sure he weighs less now because he's on a special diet of food that keeps his kidneys and all that not in a good order and all that kind of thing. But yeah, love that Pixel cat. I named him Pixel because there's one of my favorite authors of all time is Robert Heinlein, and he's a science fiction author. And he wrote a book called The Cat Who Walks Through Walls. I would show you the book, but it's one of those books that I've had to replace several times because I either lent it out to somebody and forgot about it, or I've lost it, or it's gotten destroyed, and I've had to replace it several times, and I'm debating whether I want to replace it again. But it's one of my favorite books, and the the cat's name is Pixel in the book, and the cat basically doesn't know that it can't walk through walls, so therefore it can walk through walls. It's also the same. It's also the sister book to The Number of the Beast, which is another one of my favorite books, and that one was about a group of people. One person who made this took his flying car because it's in the future, and he turned it into, essentially he thought he was turning it into a time machine, but he turned it into a interdimensional time portal machine. I don't know. He has a fancy word for it. I'm probably butchering it wrong, but he came up with a theory called the theory of myth, which basically states that if an author is good enough and writes a well-detailed story, it becomes reality. It's basically based on quantum physics, where, as you know, as you make a decision, it's like a branch of a tree. So you're going along life like this, and then you go, well, I'm going to say yes to this, and then all of a sudden this reality branches off. Or if you say no, it branches off this way. And this device allows the user to travel along this path or this path or this path, whatever path that they want to travel. And they thought that that's what it was originally, but then they discovered that some of them had read like Alice in Wonderland. So they end up in Alice in Wonderland. So they find Alice. They, they find the Cheshire Cat, stuff like that. And in other parts, they had a favorite TV show that was fictional that was created, and they went to that. And then he does another thing that really messes with your brain, and he rescues himself in his own books, because using this time machine thing or this vehicle, he's able to find the author that wrote the books and save the author. And so Robert Heinlein saved him. Yeah, it's pretty far out there. I mean, if you like to read, that's one of the books I suggest you give a good old try. But then again, if you've known me for a long time, and I in high school, if I wasn't hanging out with teachers, I was sitting down somewhere reading a book. Heck, I used to get busted in school because I'd be in the middle of math class and I'd have my head down like this on the desk and I'd have a book on my lap. So I wasn't sleeping, I was actually reading. And I had a teacher that actually told me that I needed to put the book away and pay attention to class. So yeah, I'm an avid reader. Of course, I'm probably telling this to people who already know me already, but it is what it is. So yeah. I'm not sure exactly how much longer I'm going to go. So we're at an hour 13 right now, which is pretty good. But this is usually my nighttime when I actually start going to bed, mainly because of, well, I used to work a midnight shift to 10 a.m. in the morning, and my body got used to being up all night. And now I find that when I do my streaming and my gameplay, I always have to do it late at night because my daughter's sleeping and then I'm not disturbing anybody. Although I have to keep it down a little bit as I'm streaming, because I tend to get a little bit loud. Like tonight I got a little bit loud because I was getting frustrated with some people that were playing things and playing them weird. But I want to say thank you and welcome to all the people who gave me the thumbs up, the people who are subscribing and following. It means a lot. I know I repeat that a lot. We're growing this channel. We're doing it one subscriber at a time. So I'm gonna go now because I got to break all this down. My daughter is going to be getting up here soon, and I want to get her TV and all that set up so she has her breakfast and all that kind of fun stuff. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for the comments. Amy, thank you for subscribing and giving me the heads up. I did subscribe to your husband. I added him on Xbox. So hopefully he and I will get together one of these times and we could do a co-stream together and maybe do a co-video together. We'll see what happens. And Everybody, please, life is short. Make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them. That includes your family and your friends. And it's crazy in the world right now, but try to keep positive as much as you can. Things do get better over time. And have a nice day. Bye.